I have a series of questions that have come in from all of our listeners over the last couple of days. And I wanted to go through those and answer some of those questions from a cleaner's perspective, not from the Airbnb host's perspective. Thanks, Kimberly, for the comments. This is awesome. I never thought about that. Thanks for the info. My host always shares the posts she gets about how clean it is. It boosts my self esteem. I have awesome hosts. I love that. I love that. I love that she shares it with you, number one. And I love the fact that she shares it on social media. And so, one of the things that I would suggest, and this is from every Airbnb host, when I post a picture, I'm going to tag you. When you post a picture, will you tag me? And so if the two of you agree to tag the other person, what happens is this, and it's good for both of you. Here's what happens. Let's say that I, Angela, go to clean Kimberly's Airbnb. Kimberly, I'm just going to use you because you're here. I go to clean your Airbnb and I say, okay, Kimberly, I'm going to tag you when I show a before and after picture, hashtag Kimberly's awesome Airbnb. That's going to be the name of your Airbnb. Okay, so what happens is I tag you. And so my post gets tagged to Kimberly's social media because I tagged her in it. And so Kimberly can jump in as the host and she can say, oh, thank you so much for doing the cleaning. We love you cleaning our place. You always do such a thorough job. So she pays back the compliment. But what happens is because it's my post, now the host is giving me kudos that's now on my social media. Then I jump in on Kimberly's social media because I tagged her. She left a comment. I'm leaving a comment back. I'm going to say, oh, thank you so much for the work. I really appreciate you hiring us. You've provided for me and my family, and it's been an awesome ride. Okay. I'm going to say something back in kind. Now, what this does is this. If I'm posting on my social media and I tag her and she comments back on my post, by me posting, I tripped the algorithm once. By her posting back, that tripped the algorithm twice. When I made a comment, I tripped the algorithm back to her. So now my little post that I was just posting that has no, it's like crickets. Nobody said anything. Suddenly there are three trips to the algorithm on that one post. What happens is whatever platform you're on, Facebook or whatever, it perks up and it's like, whoa, there's activity here. Let me show this to more people. So it shows it to more people. So every time you trip the algorithm for either person, what happens is then that post gets shared to more people. So if you are the house cleaner, you want it to be shared to more people. If they're the host, they want it to be shared to more people because that means more people will see, maybe more people will stay, right? So you want to make sure that there's a collaboration there. And if I tag you, make sure you comment back right away, and then I'll comment back in kind. And so it's really awesome because it's the art of reciprocity. We like giving to people who gave to us. So if you make a compliment to someone, it's often they will compliment you back. So here's the way to do this as the house cleaner for an Airbnb. If they didn't say anything nice about you, you can say something nice about them. So you can post something and say, oh, guess what? Today I get to clean Kimberly's awesome Airbnb. And I'm so excited. I love her house. She's got the coolest kitchen that you'll ever believe. And then post a picture of the kitchen, right? And then Kimberly jumps in and says, oh, Angela, we just love it when you come and clean. Then I post something back, right? So you can trip that as the house cleaner or they can trip it as the Airbnb owner. It goes both ways. All right. And Kimberly says, now that I have you all to myself, do you have a program that can teach the business part of starting a business? How to start, where to start, how to get cleaners? Yes, I do. If you go over to savvycleaner.com, we have a whole bunch of training. And the training is how to start a cleaning business. And it also has different certification programs about chemical safety and personal protective equipment and eco cleaning supplies and how to clean and sanitize your equipment between and after every job so that you're not taking a vacuum that you used in one Airbnb, ran it all over those people's carpets, take it to another Airbnb and run it all over their carpets without sanitizing that first. We don't want to spread germs if we can help it at all. And we talk about cross-contamination and all the things. And so, yeah, I would recommend that you check that out if you haven't already. But one of the things that I like about it best is because of the certifications, it gives you instant credibility. So if Airbnb companies are looking for cleaners, apples to apples, all things being equal, are they going to go with a company that they've never heard of, that has no ratings and reviews, that's just a cheap price? Are they going to go with somebody that they know is not going to be experimenting on their solid surface floors and their solid surface countertops and their fabrics and all those things, right? You're going to go, oh, this is a trained professional. And also being a trained professional, they know that you're licensed and you're insured and all the things. So you want to make sure that you have the credentials to do the job. And the reason being is if you can advertise that on your website, you're going to get a lot of business. And then that gives you the opportunity to spin out and then hire other independent contractors to come work for you. And I love the Airbnb business as a fill in because with independent contractors, we can run a lot of extra business with moms. And I say moms or dads that have kids in school during the day. And so they're going to be at home anyway. They might as well pick up a couple of extra jobs per week. So maybe they don't want a full time job. Maybe they can't work 9 to 5, but they could work 11 to 3, which is that sweet spot where people are checking out and new people are checking in. And so if they know in advance, like, oh, hey, I have 2 or 3 jobs this week, they will show up every week for 2 or 3 jobs. They don't want a full time job. They don't even want a part time job. But that still gives them the mornings and the evenings after that sweet window where they can schedule doctor's appointments or soccer games or whatever. So you'll find a lot of parents that just want a little bit of extra income that are willing to work Airbnb jobs for you. So, all right, our time is up for today. I'm really sad that the guest that I promised you was unable to show up for today, but I'm really excited that you guys did show up, and I'm excited for those of you watching the replay. And Kimberly, I'm so glad you showed up. I just had a blast with you. If you guys have any other questions that come up, if you're watching the replay, leave them in the links below and I will respond to them just as soon as I possibly can because I want to make sure you guys do get your questions answered. All right. Until then, have a great week and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.